Hello and welcome back to Vintage Farming. We are straight back into our flax field that we harvested some of to be able to place our new oil mill, which is coming along very nicely indeed. As you can see, we've got almost 250 litres of linseed oil from the seeds that we put in, which is really fantastic. And we've got a fair amount of the field left to harvest. You can see there is a bit of a bump here, actually a bit of weird bumping. That will be from just the placement of the production, but it's not a big deal. We can level that out, and I won't put the productions too close together. I've realized that I have put it very close to this line, but it does not touch, so I'm not fussed on it, and the priority was always just getting it placed in the first place. So right, we do have, as you can see, the helper ready to bale behind. You ready? Oh no, not that ready. There we go. Must turn it on. Alright, love, let's do it. So, we are straight back into the flax. We do have this field. Oh, right, I've made a mistake here. To get that much closer, we'll get it to 5. Yeah, go on, right behind. Let's crack on. There we go. Right, so we are harvesting even more flax, and we'll put it directly into the production there, which is really, really useful to have. The other flax fields, we will harvest them and of course bring the seeds down. And yeah, I'm very excited to sell this linseed oil. It will just cut that corner off, we'll come back for it. Just makes it a bit easier for... Oh, alright, never mind. I was trying to make it easier for the baler helper. As long as they get the majority of it, it is fine. And I would like to keep as many of these flax bales, or sorry, the flax fiber bales over here as possible, because we are going to be placing a spinnery as well in the future, and we'll be able to use flax fiber for fabric, which is very, very cool. Very excited about doing that as well. That is more than likely going to be our second production in our little production yard. That being said though, as you can tell, there is so much space for more crops. So what is going to happen in this field is I don't think we'll be able to afford another production straight away, although I am tempted to take another loan just to do that, because then we can take advantage of having the space, the production space, but we can also put a crop in. It'd just be nice to know exactly where we can put it once we place our production, of course. Oh, come on. It's a bit of a shame when the collision is at that point where you can't even really see it. But nevertheless, we are cracking on. Come in. Right, let's turn this way. So yeah, this harvest is going very well. I think we'll probably get, I don't know, maybe we could get 2 full combine loads from this field. I mean, we're at 2,000, we've done a headland, so maybe not 2 full ones, but maybe a full one and another. But yeah, as you can see, we lost a little bit of crop placing out production, but it's really not a problem. And then, as I say, once we do get... Oh yeah, you can see the bumps there. Yeah, that'll have to be flattened out a bit. But I would like to keep the productions near to each other, so I think where I am kind of now actually would be a really good place to put... here, actually, let's get spun around, have the helper follow us. Would be really good to put it sort of in this area here, just so that it's nearest to the other buildings. I'd like to keep them all kind of together, I suppose. Right, well, I won't ramble too much because we do have loads of flax that needs to be harvested, so I will break off into a time lapse and at least get this first field done. Right, well, as you can see, we've made some fairly decent progress so far on the field here, and I think we emptied at about 91% of the combine the first time, so that would have, yeah, we are potentially going to have at least 2 full combines, if not more, going into this production. So I think what I'll do here is I'm going to try something. It always kind of scares me to put helpers next to helpers are, especially when somebody's blocked by a bloody bale. That is just typical. Right. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll get this set up off camera at the very least. If I can get the helper back on behind the harvester. This is a very inappropriately placed tree, and I'm fully stuck. The helper's fully gotten stuck on this tree. I'll sort this off camera, and we can crack on. Alright, so we did nearly get another full combine hopper load, but I've decided to empty out what we have just because it was getting very near. I didn't want to leave a helper to go with 80% of a hopper full. So we're unloading into here. We might as well have a look at how we're doing in that respect as well. We are doing quite well. It does hold 200,000 of each of each one, but yeah, that is coming along very nicely. Now, thing I wanted to check is canola we can start putting in August, which is brilliant because I think we'll put canola at least in this field here, next to the oil mill. It just makes sense. As for the rest of it, I would like to do one big harvest in this field and combine them, because if you look, it just needs one small removal of a strip of grass there, and we have another big field. So I really would like to do that, but we shall see. As for the flax, though, oh good, we can harvest it through for a couple more months, so that is very good. I think I would like to get the baling sorted here, separate from a helper, but there's always going to be some sort of struggle, I suppose. What we could do, though, is head over to... I might stick a helper on this and just do the baling afterwards, because it's not a big problem. And we have all of August to put in canola. But let's look at what else we can put into the far field. Because if we are going to put something in, we might as well put something that we can turn into something production-wise. So what I was thinking was poppy seeds. Now, the poppy oil thing does show the organic waste, but it's poppy oil plus that. So let's look at the calendar and see when we can. Oh right, we missed that opportunity. Right. I do remember thinking of that. So what I might do is maybe we could put poppy seed into where we are now and not worry about getting this all harvested in that, because we've got this area here and I would like to touch it up a bit before we get to working on it. But we also have 19 and 20 which do need to be harvested, and 21 as well. Now I would like to have a different sort of grass area, so I wonder about purchasing. Oh no, we're a bit away from purchasing that. I'd like to focus on productions anyways. Now that we have the one production, I think having one more production would be really, really great. But I don't... it's frustrating because we already have a loan, and I have to see how much is the spinnery here. Do we have a nice vintage one? Yeah, so £60,000. So we could take a loan out. I could even fit it there possibly, but no, I'd like it to be maybe around here somewhere. That way this sort of section is, you know, all ready for productions, and then we can slowly work this way and then maybe keep this as part of a field. I haven't fully decided. It depends on how many productions we end up putting in, but this field seemed the perfect size for it, as far as doing sort of production. So let's just have a very quick look. I know I do this almost every episode as well, but I'm very curious. We want to grow the series. Okay, brilliant. So if we were to put it like this, it wouldn't interfere with that production, nor would it interfere with anything on the back side here, and our pallets would come out the front there, and we'd put product in the side. I think that would be a really nice space for it, like right sort of there, and then we can have our gravel go all the way around and kind of fill this corner of the this corner here of the map. I think that would be really good. Whether or not we pull a loan remains to be seen, but it all depends on the price of linseed oil, which is down here somewhere. There's so many products on this map that we can create, so it is very exciting. Cigarettes as well. That's ridiculous. So yeah, that's a fantastic price, and it's in February, and we are in July, so about mid price right now, right? 8.6. Oh wow, that's actually a really good price, but we don't have any. So in February is when we'll be able to make big moves in that regard. Poppy oil as well, blimey, that is good. All February as well. Got loads of juice and just so many different things that we can create on this map. Right, we've got some nice progress going here with the harvester, so I'll probably get some of this baling as well done off camera, just because we've done so much of it already. Well, we've done loads of harvesting, but not an awful lot of baling, so we might toss a cheeky baling time-lapse in there when we send the harvester down to the other field, because there is no rush. We've got 3 months to get it sorted, so that is really good. Let's head over to the other farm, though, and check on the cows. Not the other farm, our main farm. Right, they're in need of food as well. So, we need about 10,000 or 9,000 litres of base food, so I suppose we could probably get that sorted now. Something we can do before we move on to the next month. I just need to find my buck rake here. Where is it? There it is. And I suppose for now we can turn the interactive zone markers to off. Right, getting a bit dark, so put some lights on. This is something we could probably do in the next month as well, but I don't mind doing it every once in a while on camera. I tend to feed the cows a lot off camera, or in a time lapse or something, just because it has to get done, but we have to do it fairly often. But I'll be honest, sometimes it's just a very nice, peaceful job. I mean, we only really need about 5 bucket scoops of silage. Pretty soon we'll be able to load it into a trailer with the fermentation silo that we have. And what to do with this space, I still haven't decided. Because once that is all set up, we won't need this bunker anymore. So whether I delete it and park stuff there, or even just keep it and park stuff there, I haven't fully decided. We've got a bit of a kit here on the side, but also we've got a full shed there as well. So it's not like we're really struggling for storage space anymore. At least not really. So we shall see. Maybe a small production I can even put in that space afterwards. So that helper will have been the harvester is all done. So I'll have a quick check that that is fully done. And then we can sort the baling out in the next episode. In the next month. We'll probably get that baling done in this episode, just not in July. Because we do have our other crops, our other flax fields to harvest. And you know what? I might keep that clover field as is, and just constantly harvest clover. Because it is a bit more interesting than grass. Although we do need... oh no, we can do clover hay as well. So we don't even need bloody grass. We can just keep the clover, which is really, really good. And if we need silage, we just need to mow it and not do anything else with it. Just put it straight into the fermentation silo. Now I know that we can't do straw. Found that out the hard way. But I think we could do clover grass bales and then put them in to the thing. That might be easier, but I don't mind the loading wagon. 8,500 litres at a time is pretty much 1.5 bales? Oh no, I don't know. I suppose we could check. This is newest size bale here. It is hay, so it's different. I think grass would be 55, just because it's heavier, I reckon, but don't know. We will have to see that as well. So this should be up to 13. Roughage will be hay, which is fine, just putting bales in. Moisture food is going to be our potatoes, and power food is the other bales, so the bean straw bales, which... Oh no, wait, we don't have bean straw bales on this map, sorry. Not yet, at least. It is legume straw, which is essentially the same bloody thing. So, yeah, that or canola or soybeans. So, since we are producing legume bales as they come, that's great. But we'll have canola as well from our future crops, because I would like to make canola oil just to be able to make some really good coin from it. But right, I will get the rest of the feeding done off camera now that I've rambled your ear off. And the harvester, I will check that it's all done. I'll get it brought back down here, ready to go for August. And then we can crack on with the baling of the flax fibre. And then eventually get it done in these fields as well. So the next time we see you will be in August. Good morning and welcome to August. Right, we are just getting the harvester headed to the farm. Hopefully that's alright. We've also got the Zetor here with a full water tank. We are taking it to the greenhouse because we want our potatoes and cotton to continue growing. So we'll get that sorted first thing. Hopefully by that time the harvester has ended up down here at the farm. Hopefully. Just get this put in. Right, at least that'll keep that going for a while. That's going. So what we do need to do here is to actually relocate the bales. Well, this one's the only one that's really in the way. So I might get that shifted out the way, but we do have to focus on getting the actual baling itself completed, because we are I have decided that I am going to pull one final loan so that we can sort of crack on with the productions. It will be, as I say, it's the last one for a while, because I want to basically work off that loan, pay off that loan by using the productions that we've bought with the loan, if that makes any sense. I think that's the best way to do it. We'll have two productions running at once. Aside from our greenhouse, of course, but we'll have our oil mill here, and next to it we will have our spinnery. Now, I haven't fully decided. Maybe the best course of action is to put it closer to this side here, next to the electricity poles, because it is a bit awkward as far as, I guess, harvesting around them. So maybe that would be the better option than where I had first thought of putting it. Nevertheless, we are going to pull a loan for that. Actually, here, let me just remove whatever straw is here, just in case, and then we can have a proper look at it in a moment. As soon as the harvester gets over to the farm, we can set it off on the flax fields. I don't mind doing the baling separate. It is nice to be able to do the baling all in one with the harvesting, but it's not imperative. I feel like that's something that we can, sort out another time. I don't want to wait to harvest the flax just to get the baler down there. I'm not fussed on that at all. Right, factories. Here's the spinnery. So, I can't remember. Oh, I have to put interactive zones. Oh, the harvester's just arrived. Very good timing indeed. Just before we get that set off on its journey. Let's see. So, where does everything... Alright, so it comes out this side, and nothing goes out on that side. So we could put it somewhere like that, even. Or like... no, this is the only way that really makes sense. Just given that the pallets will come out the front. These pallets come out here. I suppose we could even put it here if we really wanted to keep it all very neat and together. But I don't know, because then we'd have, we could have pallets there and pallets here. But is that too tight together? I think it might be. Oh, and we're in the power lines there, so it'd be best, probably. I was thinking even along this side here, because that's not, it's still, I think here would be better, and here would be a little less awkward though, to be honest, but either way I think would work fine. We don't have the money just yet, as you can see, But maybe like that would be best, because then we could run the... Because I'm thinking of putting a crop in still, right? So if I have it here, then we basically go like this and maybe up through here and around. But if we put it here, then we can still come down and do this section as part crop as well. This is one of the smaller productions also. So, for example, if we wanted a grain mill, right, it's quite big, so it wouldn't fit in this small space here. So that is possibly, we could do firewood in this. No, I really don't think, I think this will be more of an entranceway to the yard versus putting a production there, depending on the production, of course. There's no real other small ones. The winery's quite small, but yeah. You know, grain mill is quite large. So I think that's what we'll do. I think the spinnery could go here, and that would be for the best. And then pallets can come out the front there. Yeah, we'll put it like that, kind of at a bit of an angle, and then we're still taking full advantage of the space. I think that's what we'll do. And I think that's what we'll do in a moment. Let's get the harvester started first. Let's get that. Yes, I know I've driven into my crop. I am going to move this over to the far side, because we could get the clover dealt with as well today, but I think we'll wait until September, and then we can get a helper on doing all the different tasks and everything, because it is a bit more involved when we have the mowing and then the rowing and that, whether we're doing hay or silage as well, because we might need to make certain that we have enough hay as well, not just silage. But right, the first thing I'm going to do is get a helper on this harvesting. And I wonder though, I think we might need the big trailer to bring all the flax down in one go. So we might do that, but I do like having the lorry ready for spreading slurry. In fact, I've just thought of this as well. We do need to get that far field sprayed with slurry. Potentially that is something we should do first, but we do need to bale anyway. So here, let's get this set up first thing. I don't know how straight on or whatever this is going to be, but it should be fine. Oh, right, unfold. Oh, I guess the helper had folded it up. Thank you very much, helper. Right, so if we can get this straight on. Yes, whatever angle they choose to do is fine, because then the baling will just be as straightforward after that. So, just looking at the ground, it is a bit wonky. Well, that's fine. Yeah, as long as it's... Yeah, it should be alright. We will deal with it as we need. So the first thing we'll do is get that loan. So I believe if we put it... Let's go up to 150. And then no more. After 150, we'll stop. And then that will be our focus to pay off, is that £150,000 loan, which is quite a bit. But once we start producing our items, our products, then it shouldn't be all that bad. Right, so I have saved, because you always have to do that when you're placing productions, especially randomly in a field. It makes a big difference. Okay, so they'll come out this front there. So let's go as close as we can. Don't know what you're overlapping with there, love. Probably the power lines, but... No, there must be something else in the ground there. I'm going to remove that. Oh, but I don't want to. That could just cause too many issues. That's fine. I'll keep it a little bit away. What is it interfering with? Usually it's straw. Like a little tiny bit of straw can make a huge difference and really muck it up, but I'm not seeing that. Oh, now I'm in the way. Player in the way now. Right. Ah, well, let's see what happens. Production. And, yeah, it doesn't have to be right up against there. But nice angle at least. Okay, and... Hello. That should do. Let's have a look. Right, a bit. I think it is this. Yeah. So a bit of rise there. Oh, it's too bad it's not the same We'll have to choose between the two, but nevertheless. Right, and it seems all good over here. A bit of bumping, but that's just normal for the terrain around the productions. But it looks good. I'm pleased with that. And once, I mean, it does look very random. They both do right now. But once we get them proper sorted, it should be fine. And yeah, I think we'll go with the gravel. I quite like that, but we'll see. Yeah, this all needs to be leveled out, and I can deal with that off camera another time. It's not imperative, but what I would like to do is, well, I'll be a bit cheeky, but first thing I'm going to do is remove interactive zones. We just don't need it. I'm going to put this in here and just to see how things go. Now we can look at our production as well and see that we are right. So we've got flax fiber, hemp fiber. So we do, okay, so what this means is that if we have pallets, it will give us an extra 20% of the products. Now, I want to look into pallet production. I don't think we can buy pallets. We can buy them from here, actually. That's very interesting. So 1,000 pounds of pallets, 1,000 litres is 6,000 pounds. I think we're just going to produce the fabric straight up first, and then we can look into pallet production, because I would like to produce pallets, if that makes sense. Right, here as well, if we have wood chips, it adds 35% to your output. And if you add pallets, it adds an extra 15%. So there we have it. Wood chips and pallets would be a very cool thing to add to our future productions as well, to increase our other productions. So eventually animal skins, I mean, that's beyond me. I have no idea how we'll source that, but again, it is a possibility. And then we can get genuine leather, and from leather, who knows what we can create from there. But the main focus is turning, here we can actually activate it. Any of these products go automatically into fabric, so the cotton that we're producing will form with the fabric, or the fiber to make fabric, and so on and so forth. So that is very, very cool. Now, we do have a load of flax fiber at the farm, which we will bring over as well, but we'll probably bring that over when we finish the baling over there. So we've got quite a bit to crack on with. So I think I will start off with the baling here, and I think we might actually stay in August for as long as possible, just to get this done. We do have a nice long month ahead, so that's good. But we will get this started. I will check on the helper though. Alright, this we can shut down for now. Ah, that's fine. Yeah, we can touch that up, no problem. What I do want to do before we crack on is get this, no, not this, but rather this filled up and brought down to that field, because if we are going to put canola in, then we need to get that sorted first. Now we don't have all that much slurry, but it's alright. We can at least get the first bit of fertilizer started with slurry, and then the rest we can do even with a solid fertilizer if it needs doing. But let's, what I'll do is I'll get this filled up and I'll get it sent over to the other field with a helper, and we can crack on with the baling. Alright, before we move on to the baling, I reckon we might as well empty out what flax we can. So we've got at least 3 full combine loads that we can empty with this lorry, and then if we have more than what fits in this lorry, then we'll use the other lorry with the big trailer. We can take it all down, but there's no fuss for that, especially since we just sent the truck with this slurry down to do some fertilizing. So one thing at a time, but we'll crack on here with the helper and this. Right, it is a bit funny. Right, I'll do a bit of touching up off camera here, get this sorted, and I'll get it set off again, and then we can crack on with the baling. Alright, well there we have all of the baling here completed, and really we actually ended up with quite a few bales. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bales, plus the one that we put in, so really 10, which is absolutely brilliant. I want to ensure, I think we missed, or, oh wait, no, we've got 11, even better. And how big are they? Alright, so they will not even all fit into the production, which is pretty crazy. Let's see how quickly, though, it's been going, because that would be a really good idea to check. It's going okay. Right, what we need to do is we're going to find the Massey and we'll bring it down here. Hopefully the helper here is getting on fine. We will get the Massey down to field 62 and collect some bales. Alright, we are loading in even more flax seed. This is turning out to be a really great harvest. Eventually, as I say, I will combine these two fields. So really not much else, maybe the bush, maybe that's a tree, but we could get that taken care of, no problem. And yeah, we might as well combine at least these two fields so that we can put in one big crop. I haven't fully decided what yet, possibly something like rye or something different. And because what I'd like to do is oh, somebody stopped. Ah, oh wow, it's a whole traffic jam here. Let's go round this way. So I'm trying to get this sent down to, and this is one sort of problematic issue with, nope, we want it to face that way, with having this farther sort of area, is that we don't really want to have to send vehicles back and forth all the time, but we do have the baler heading back. It will only be at least one more time. Really though, I suppose we should think of something else to do for this field, because we don't want it to constantly be crop and then we have to deal with it again and again and again. So yeah, we will have to sort something out with that, unless it's always crop that we can sort of put into these, but even so we have to bring the all the kit over and everything, so it's a bit of a faff, but we are getting it sorted. I always do like seeing my helpers cross paths, it's very cool. Hello helper, hello helper. Okay, right, we'll get this out the way. Actually, we could probably get the slurry spread now, at least see how far we get. Let's check on everybody else. So that's fine, that's fine. The helper's doing very well. We just emptied that. We do have some more flax fiber bales there that need to be brought down to the production. But you know what? Let's see how we get on with this. I'm not too fussed. It doesn't have to be perfect. And the bales will be fine. They are quite impervious to slurry. But I'm not seeing a change in the color of the, I was going to say the pitch, the field. But as long as we are fertilizing nice, we are. So that is happy days. Let's see how far we can get, because this does obviously go very quickly. And it just means more carting back and forth, which is not a big issue. But it would be nice to get it all done in one go, at least if we can. And we'll try and get spun round. We'll just go back the other way. Now again, if it's if I'm missing bits or something, it's not the end of the world, because it's still going to be fertilized really well. Possibly am missing a sliver though. Oh no, if anything I'm over too far. Right, pretty much going to end before we're done. But that again, that's not a problem. We can always come back in. We'll have to send it down to the farm to collect more slurry. But that is all right. I just want to ensure that we are not missing any bits while we're doing it. I mean, if we are doing it, we might as well do it properly. There we go. But yeah, I'm very pleased with the production so far. I know it does look a bit off with the lack of gravel there. What I might do here once we finish... Yeah, I've gone over way too much there. It's alright. Let's get spun round. The helper is nearly here. We will probably shift the bales in the next episode, because there is no major rush for that. We are staying in August as well, so that's absolutely fine. Don't want to rush our way to next month. Okay, there we go. We'll just keep it there for now so we remember where we're at. What I might do actually very quickly off camera is do a bit of leveling, get a bit of that sorted, and then lay down a bit of gravel to kind of clean this up a bit. I would like to get that done before we move on to the next episode, just so that it's done, and when we do work in this field, it won't look as off-putting, I suppose. Right, I will do a bit of that off camera. We'll be back in one moment. Alright, so did a very little bit of softening around. Really wasn't that much of a problem. I thought it would be a lot worse, but yeah, just when you place production or place a placeable in general, you will tend to get a little bit of offset, especially if in a field, because they could tend to be a bit, you know, more topographically different. I don't know, something like that might not even be a word. Not a problem. Let's go into landscaping. As I've said in the past, I will pay for anything other than dirt. I do quite like the gravel, so it is a shame that we're going to be paying for it here, but I think that is fine. Unless we change everything. Ooh, hello. That's not bad. I'd just be a bit concerned that would be a bit, sort of... That's kind of vintage, isn't it? Ooh, that's cost a lot. That's quite cool, actually. I like that. Oh, I like this as well. Now I'm not too certain what to do. Which one to do? Because it will probably be the whole area. The gravel is nice because it's very simple, but these ones are quite nice as well. Even the red is nice, but no, that one's not as nice. I don't like that. I quite like this, actually, because it's definitely different. Well, let's see. Is it costing that much? About £200 of testing there. Let's just do a strip of it and see. No, my only issue is how uniform it looks. That's my biggest qualm with these sort of this sort of flagstone, I guess you'd call it. Let's just stick with the gravel, and we'll add in a couple £100 just for the testing. We can even keep it out. That's fine. Do a bit of gravel work here. I don't want to overdo it though. Just enough, right? Because we still want to put some crop in as well. We just want to get rid of all of the all of what was placed. So I'll just go like that, and maybe down like that. Just a bit more natural sort of look. And of course we will clean it up once we actually get our proper production area set up. This is just the beginning of it, but I would like to have this as a full production area. This is why I bought this field. It's not to have an extra field. It was really for productions, but we might as well put some crop in while we can. It might as well go up to the grass there. I usually do this stuff off camera or in a bit of a time lapse, but I like to show the process as well. Yeah, we might as well run across the back here. I'll probably end up putting some sort of path in, a bit more direct path. Even that's fine. That's still a decent space for some kind of crop, I suppose. Not a big problem. I suppose we could. Yeah, no, that's probably fine like that. And we'll get this area as well. I will leave that grassy area for the tree, or for the pole rather. Get rid of all that. There we go. Yeah, I think the gravel looks good. That was a good choice, because it still looks... It doesn't look as uniform as the stones do, but the stones do look quite good. But we could spruce it up in the future. But really, this is just to give us sort of a nice sort of start to our production area. There we go. And I think it would also make sense to put a bit of a grassy area here around this. I know it's costing more money, but I don't mind, because it will look very nice. Look at that. Beautiful. That's about right. Yeah, I'm pleased with this so far. This is looking really, really good, really top. With our 2 productions we have so far, and the rest for field. So at least we do have a nice big field, and this is a fairly substantially sized field as well compared to our other ones. We've got a bit of fertilizer in, which is really nice. We will get this combined. We'll get 14 through 18 all as one. We'll get 19 and 20 as well. Seems the helper here is all done. We'll get that cleaned up as well as the side, and we've got just loads to do. So we will leave in view with our brand new production over here, our spinnery. Very pleased about it. We do have some flax fiber in, and we have 21 litres of fabric. And how much linseed oil have we got? Wow, nearly 3,000 litres, and that is very good. That sells for very good price. In February, we will get that sold and make tons of money, start paying off the loan. Right, well, that does do us for this episode for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's a bit of a wonky one, a lot of travelling around, a lot of different things getting done, but we are fully underway with the harvest, nearly done actually. And yeah, then we'll be able to put our canola crop in and prepare the other fields for poppy and rye. At least that's the plan for now. We will look at the calendar because I would like to try and get some crops in to sort of, we drill them and then when we harvest we can immediately drill in a different crop and sort of rotate them that way. I'd really like to focus on crop rotation as well to maximize the time that the crops are in the ground. So we'll look at that in the next episode as well as everything else we need to do. So, and there's always so much going on vintage farming. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, a cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.